Attention book lovers and literary enthusiasts. Mark your calendars for an unforgettable celebration of storytelling and community. The ICU Reading Literary Experience, powered by Bray, is coming to Detroit, Michigan on Saturday, August 23rd, 2025. Prepare for an exciting day filled with author meet and greets, book signings, and immersive panel discussions designed to enrich your literary experience. Whether you're a devoted reader, a budding writer, or someone who simply loves a good story, this experience is for you. Together, we'll celebrate the power of words and the connections they create. Join us in Detroit for the ICU Reading Literary Experience, powered by Bray, where literature, creativity, and culture collide. Save the date, spread the word, and I see you there.
I got it.
Tam telling tales.
I got it.
Tam telling tales.
I got it.
Tam telling tales.
I got it.
Tongue twister. Say it real fast one time.
Tam telling tales.
Hey everybody, it is Tam telling tales. I am super excited for this conversation that we are having tonight. I have two phenomenal actresses here from the hit film Missing with me on tonight. I want you guys to be a part of this conversation, so make sure that you share, like, subscribe to Tam telling tales right now. Okay, and definitely make sure that you share this very live right here, because tonight I have Heather Tibbets and Celeste Sears with me. These are the leading ladies of the film Missing. It just dropped on Tubi, not even a week ago. Okay, and we've got us an exclusive interview right now on tonight, and I will be working very hard, I promise you all, to not do any spoiling. Okay, if I do a spoiler, like, I will for real, like, put like a little piece of $5 into a pot and then donate it to somebody or something if I spoil. Okay, so I'm gonna be working really hard not to, but the film is so good that I might end up putting some money in a pot. So without further ado, I do want to go ahead and start to bring up onto the screen our ladies that are here for tonight. So, Heather, come on up here, honey. Hey, girl.
Hey, how are you?
I am good. And then we gonna bring up Miss Celeste Sears. There
Hi,
she go.
everyone.
So, good evening, ladies. How y'all feeling?
Good.
Good. The sun is out. It's a bright day. It's good.
Oh, that sun is sunning today.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is. And we
And
love it.
even after we get done with our live, it'll still be light outside. So you can still go and do something. So I'm curious, y'all got plans after this live tonight?
No, I'm tired of going to the park with a 10-year-old, so I'm done. We
Oh,
went to the park
okay.
after he got out of school. Heather, you got
Oh,
plans?
Yes, I'm kicking off pre-birthday celebrations
Oh,
tomorrow. Tomorrow is the B day. So
yes, Heather,
excited.
yes. Where are we going? What are we doing?
Oh
right.
my gosh. Not sure yet, but I know Saturday I'm going to see my niece's play, and then Sunday I'll be at the DFA. So I'll be partying well into May. So
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
She said I'm gonna start off light and then I'm gonna groove right on into some other
yes,
things. I love it. I'm not gonna do anything besides go ride my bike at the park.
that's good.
Oh, that is.
I'm looking forward to that because this is the weather. I'm gonna put on my little shorts and go on out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
self-care.
I love riding my bike. I'm gonna get back on these skates eventually, but not tonight. Okay.
Okay.
So, you guys, again, I thank you so much for being here on tonight. We have an opportunity to talk about your latest drop. It's right now on Tubi. It's called Missing.
Yeah.
And I had opportunity to see it in theater, and I was so very proud of the work that everyone did on this film there, and then just getting to rewatch it again at home and at the hair salon was just a treat. So we had us a good time watching it. I'm sure you ladies had a good time making it. So we're going to dive into some of the conversation from behind the scenes, prepping for this film and making the film, and some of your reactions after it's come out. But Celeste knows this, but Heather may not know this, right? Because Heather has been present for a watch party with me, but Celeste is interviewed with me. So what I always do with my interviews, Heather, is that we do like just a little fun preference game. Just a little
Okay.
this or
Okay.
that, you know? And we're gonna keep it cute on tonight, okay?
Let's
So,
go.
so
Let's go.
my first one is I'm gonna come and ask this because wait, actually, before I ask this, are you guys both moms? I know Celeste is. Heather?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I knew it, but yeah, there we go. Okay. So, gentle parenting or spare the rod, spoil the child. Heather, which one you got?
Thinking of the clinical version, what I should say versus.
Ah,
Come on.
Initially, I thought a mixture of both, but spare the rod, spoil the child.
Okay. Celeste, how about you?
I will say, this is why I just roll my eyes. I will say, I agree with the spare the rod, spoil the child, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it's levels to it depending on the child.
That's true. Oh, that's true.
Okay.
So, but
So
I'm
which one you
very
leaning towards?
spare the rod, spoil the child.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'll be making you pick over here.
I know,
Typically I'll be like, oh, you don't want to pick, you have to take a shot. But
right?
with the virtuals and everybody trying to be their better selves, it's something different. Okay. So next up, would you prefer being a stay-at-home mom or a work-at-home mom? Or working mom, I'm sorry.
Working.
Celeste? Stay-at-home or working mom?
I've had the pleasure of diving into both. I like stay at home because I'm more hands on. I can get to the school quicker if it's a problem because I'm that mama. I pop up. I sit in classes. Oh, you don't want to know. You want to act a fool. Okay, I'm a Links Brothers. I like stay at home mom.
Yes, listen. I got a story about my mom. I know this not about me, but you just saying that on some pop up quicker. So like my mama was a working mom. She was a mail carrier. She happened to be the mail carrier at my school. Oh,
Hello.
so talk about popping up right in the midst of getting in trouble. Yeah, that was me. So
Mhm.
yeah. So stay at home. I like it. I like it. Okay, so would you or do you celebrate birthdays every year or every milestone year?
Every year. Life's too short. Every year. Every year.
Every year,
Same.
same here. Yep.
Okay. You know what? Things have shifted in my life where it used to be milestones and now it's every year. For the very reasons that you said, it's just too short.
Yeah.
So I like it. Okay, so now when it comes to handling business, something that went wrong, chaos has erupted. My child is missing, right? Do you
Mhm.
trust to call the police to let them handle it, or do you go straight into get the strap mode?
Both. And
You
this is
gotta pick. You gotta pick one. Are you getting the strap first? Or you calling
I'm
nine one
getting
one?
the strap and going. And this kind of hits close to home because sorry, Kaya. My baby girl ran off for like a day, partial day, and scared the you know what out of us. So yeah, we hit the scene. We hit the scene.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Celeste, who's
Um,
first? Because we know you're gonna do both, but who first? That 911 call or that hit the streets
we
going?
we getting the strap and the bat, and sorry, Darren. Uh, but my now 18-year-old, he got into it with his father and chose to leave the school without letting his father know. And so, yeah, yep. He was only missing for a few hours, but still, it was
Mm-hmm. It feel like forever.
yeah, it
Listen,
does.
these few hours though really be taking the mamas through it. Like it feels like an eternity. And so when we get to talking about all the details of missing, like, oh yeah, it's gonna be a thing. Okay, so we gonna scurry on through. And I'm gonna ask this. When you ladies are on screen, which one do you prefer to play or would you like to play? A real life detective or the villain?
Ooh. Ooh.
Hmm.
You want to jump in, Celeste? Because ooh, this is a loaded question for me, but
Detective or the villain?
I can only pick one.
I was gonna say we can only pick one town.
Heather, if you was in studio with me, please understand how drunk you would
We
be.
would be. I was about to say we would be kind of lit. We would be
Cause
litty right now. Okay.
girl, you was
Hmm.
not committing.
Um,
Detective.
the amount of commitment that goes into both, though,
Mm-hmm.
like
Mhm.
it's gym work, so it's fun to do either one. Um, for some people, for some viewers, they may feel like I've already played the villain, which I
Mhm.
haven't. I have not.
Girl, we not even
I would be lit in the studio right now because I would have just took a shot.
absolutely yes. Because this is clearly very difficult for you ladies. I'm so sorry.
It is.
I didn't think it was gonna be this
You gonna
hard,
go,
but
Celeste? Because I got my answer.
You do? Okay, go Heather.
Okay. So both are very, 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 very intriguing, and I will say a detective. And my husband's probably like, heck yeah, because she knows is I don't know what, and it's hard to put things past me because I pay attention to a lot of stuff, and I play dumb on certain aspects. So,
Mhm.
um, yeah, I would like to play a detective, which is something I wanted to be a detective in real life. That was one of my little partial career goals for like a second.
Oh, look, you had some different career goals, Heather.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Okay,
Had a
med
lot of yeah,
school and all of the things. Okay,
yes.
so okay, Celeste, you're up.
Um,
I
I
can't
guess
remember if
okay.
you like dark liquor or light liquor. Girl, girl.
Because I have not had the opportunity to play a detective yet. I will lean a little bit more towards detective, but I like the villain.
You do.
Somebody's probably gonna record this or snapshot this and remind me that I said that I like the villain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can
Mhm.
see that for you. Okay, and ladies, so we got our last question. This is the easiest one. And it's simply just Tam telling tales or any other platform.
Uh, Tam telling
Come on. Yes.
Tam telling tales. Tam telling tales. Tam
Oh,
telling tales.
okay, yes, yes. Thank you, ladies, so much. I feel like we learned a little bit more about y'all just on a personal level, and we're still going to kind of keep in that momentum a bit.
Mm-hmm.
But we gonna have to tap in to some conversation about getting into these roles as what Rhonda and
Mhm.
Liz and Lena. Right? So we got
Mm-hmm.
Rhonda, we got Lena, and you both are mothers in the film Missing that is streaming right now on Tubi for all of you who are tapping in with us on this evening. We are here with Heather and Celeste, and I really do want to know how we got you two ladies on screen again together for this film. So I'm gonna start off with you, Celeste. Tell us how you got your role.
I auditioned.
Okay.
I believe I auditioned. Yes.
Oh, well,
Yes.
that was easy, huh?
Yeah.
Well, not really,
Yeah.
because auditions are actually kind of hard, huh? So
They are, and it's funny because a lot of people look at me and they be like, "Oh, I know auditions are nothing for you. You don't get nervous," and it's like, "Yeah, I do."
I mean, but
So
you're
yeah,
a coach, so you get why people would say like, "Oh, it's probably really easy for you."
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah,
Thank you,
you're
thank
welcome. And then Heather, how about you? Were you at auditions as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Was it like the same day? It was like one day auditions or something? That's how I went.
It was the same day,
It
wasn't
was
it?
the same day. Yep,
Yeah.
we were
Yeah.
all in there nervous together.
Mhm.
I
Nervous.
And were these the roles that you originally auditioned for?
No,
believe
not for
so.
me. I think
Okay,
let's see here. I think I had this. Did I have the sides for both? Or did I have the side? I think I initially read for Rhonda first and
okay.
then Lena. So yeah, both. And then called back for the second table read. And then they're like, let's get a feel for Lena. So yeah.
I
Okay.
had initially auditioned for Rhonda.
Got you. Okay. Well, listen, I want everybody to get just a feel for your role as Lena, Heather. So we're going to bring up a quick video so you guys can see Heather in her role as
Oh
Lena
boy.
in the film Missing.
Yeah.
My daughter Jasmine Ward has been missing for 4 days, and I am asking every single one of you to please, if you have any information, any knowledge, any clues, any tips, please contact your local police department or the authorities. Jess, baby, if you can hear me, please, please, baby, come home. We missed you so much. Please come home.
Mm.
Listen,
Mm.
listen. Watching that in the theater was it was heavy, right? Because I think even if you're not a parent, um you if you just think back to a moment when you didn't put your parent in a position to even think that way for a second. Like both of you had shared, your kids was like, "I'm bad. I'm about to be gone for 4 hours and no one knows where I am." Like the type of turmoil you end up going into.
Listen.
And I'm guessing that you probably tapped into, all of that motherhood stuff in order to play this role, huh, Heather?
Yes. Yes. Because I imagine the kids, I imagine my 3-year-old grandson, and it's just like a loved one, like just, even when I see, in real life, those desperate family members, grandparents, aunt, uncles, parents that are pleading for any type of sliver of information to find their loved one. That's just, it's unfathomable. You just can't wrap your mind around that.
Mm-hmm. Yep, absolutely. You came on the scene, making sure we knew what the severity of the circumstances was going to be for the film, and then coming, right in after you was Celeste, because of course we know that this film, and just in case somebody actually doesn't know what this film is about, and I probably should have said that at the top of the show, but this film is about mothers, and I won't even say mothers, but families, and their search for the truth when their daughters come up missing. And so we are presented with all of this jealousy and deception and corruption, and just watching it all unfold in this film Missing. And so both of you, without giving away the movie, are both mothers in this film who are dealing with missing daughters. And so, Celeste, you are the second one that we are introduced to as a grieving mom with a missing daughter. And so, we're going to tap into a little bit of Celeste in the film. So, let's check her out.
Hey, Ma.
Kia, I've called you 100 times.
Ma, you gotta stop worrying so much. Why do mothers automatically assume the worst?
The boutique was busy. Whatever. Look, what time are you leaving that boutique? And you better not be locking up by yourself.
Ma, I'm not. I'll be home soon. I'm stopping by Zari's apartment and then I'll be home. You gotta stop worrying so much.
What are you gonna do when I go stay with Dad for a few months? Worry? Look, all jokes aside, Kia, you do know that there's a young woman missing right now. She's the same age as you, and she was on 8 Mile.
Ma, she went missing on the west side of 8 Mile. This is the east. Red zone. Ain't nobody kidnapping people over here.
Who's locking up with you? Ma, I gotta go.
I love you. Okay, I will.
Kia.
Bye.
Kia, no, Kia, be safe, please.
All right, we are back. So we get a little introduction into Celeste as a mama. Okay, and so with both of you being moms, I'm sure that this was a theme that was very relatable to both of you. And so, Celeste, I'll ask you first, and then Heather, you can come on in and let me know what scenes or moments making this film felt the most relatable to you.
Let me generalize the answer and then give you a specific scene.
Okay.
This movie was heavy
Mm-hmm.
for me.
Yeah.
The pre-work, like I had to go dark. I had to go, and not to spoil anything. Watch the movie if you have not watched it, but I had to go there. Um, so the scene that gutted me was it's a scene at the community center with both Marcus Wood's character and the young lady that plays my other daughter. Yeah, that
Mm.
was the one.
Yeah. Yeah. It was heavy.
Yeah.
Like I'm not a mom, but it still was difficult to imagine being in those circumstances, right? And both of you really did portray these moms like perfectly. I felt every bit of emotion from both of you, whether it was before we knew something was going crazy or even after. So, the same for you, Heather. Like, what was the most relatable part of making this film?
Let's see, how can I answer this? The living room scene when it goes down with my daughter,
Yeah.
Jasmine, played by Madison. Yeah, honey.
That
Wanted
scene
to
got the
enhance on
most.
her in a special way. I really did.
It got the most commentary in the salon. Let me say that. Okay.
Yeah.
Listen. Listen, it was heavy. It was heavy in the twist and the turns of this film. For all of you who are tuning in, if you have not checked out the film Missing yet, you want to make sure that you do. It is streaming right now on Tubi, and of course, we have Heather and Celeste here who are playing Lena and Rhonda, the two leads of this film here on tonight. We do have Alan in the chat. He wants to make sure he said hey to Heather. So that's Alan Franklin. So he said hey.
Hello.
And so back to our oh, I listen. We didn't put him up on the screen, and it's Eddie Murphy, and I love this picture. Okay. I love that. So we want to come back and talk a little bit more about missing, right? And so while we are in the midst of making this film, you guys clearly are having these emotional scenes, right? And so we know that you're preparing for them. You got to go into this dark place because it's such a heavy topic. How are you pulling yourself out of those spaces? And Heather, I'll let you go first.
How we pull ourselves out.
Mm-hmm.
Um, So, you do have to go dark, like Celeste mentioned. And when you're becoming these characters, so many layers, and you have to be careful. I do a lot of prayer. I know when we were on set, we were, really consulting with each other and checking in with each other. Because there were moments when it's like, okay, she's in the zone, let's go check on her. And they checked on me. But prayer and just kind of like, reminding yourself to take deep breaths, because you have to let it go. If you don't, it will consume you. So prayer and just kind of really fellowshipping with each other, kind of encouraging each other, you're okay, just kind of giving that time, allowing yourself to decompress. So that's what works for me.
I'm glad to hear it. How about you, Celeste?
Actually, very much the same as Heather explained. Um, you do have to go. I had to go dark. I had to go deep into the darkness. I have a praying husband. Amen.
Amen.
Um, and I warned him of where I had to go in order to get Rhonda and portray her the way that I felt like she should have been delivered. So he was covering me the whole time. Again, on set, me and Heather were checking in. Even after we wrapped for the day, it was, did you make it home safely? Because what was crazy is we were experiencing similarities in life at the same time as we were filming. We were moving. I had just moved. She was moving. So we were checking in like, you good? You good? You all right?
Yeah.
But one of the steps that my acting coach really he drives in on, that's a part of the Ivana Chubbuck method, is the very last step is you got to let it all go. So the day we wrapped, after me and Heather filmed that last scene, I went to the curb and let it all go. And Heather was right there. She came up and helped me let it all go.
I love it. I love it. And before we go on, because I do want to tap into this bonding and this sisterhood that happens. But we do want to make sure that we say hi to our chat. So I like to always kind of tap in before it gets away from me. So Kunika, she said hey to her twin. So
Hi, Q.
and Tracy's in the chat as well. She said that this was excellent work from both of you.
Thank
Oh,
you.
thank you.
Thank you.
We also have us a comment from April Williams. She is in the building, making sure that we know she is here. Hello, April.
Hi, April.
So back to the sisterhood, because you just talked about how you guys have to come together behind the scenes for each other, and this film does delve into a theme of sisterhood, right? So we see that from the actual sisters, which was Kia, I think, and Storm.
Mm-hmm.
Name's right. Okay, Kia and Storm. So the real sisters. I love Storm. She was
Woo,
just
that's
a
my baby.
doll. Okay, absolutely loved her. She was a rider for her sister. Okay, and then of course we have this sisterhood between the two moms, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe more so on one side than the other at
Yeah.
times,
Had to
but it
break the
was
barrier.
yeah, but it was still this bond, right? It was
Mm-hmm.
still this bond, and I recognized it as one of the themes in the film. And I'm curious if it was easy or hard to actually bring that sisterhood that I'm sure you guys have behind the scenes onto the screen. And I'll let Celeste take it.
Thank you, Tam. That's a great question. It was easy for me. What was the challenging part was when Rhonda was rejecting Lena. Because I had to oh, okay, she is Lena. This person has made me mad, her and her daughter. Like, I had to see her as Lena. But so the sisterhood to be displayed on camera was super easy for me.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. How about you, Heather? I think I know that let me let you answer the question. Okay, let me not assume.
It her Lena's heart, she was there, but it's like I have this barrier of how do I gain her trust, You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But bringing the sisterhood, you know, especially with the events that obviously took place, it's like, please, just give me, just
Trust me.
please, just let
Trust
me
me.
just, you know, just please trust me, just hear me out. So, you know, her character was very humble. So, yeah,
Very humble, because Rhonda was woo.
she was like,
Yeah. Do you think a lot of women will see themselves in Lena and in Rhonda? And if so, which one do you think that most women would relate to more?
I think, you know, overall, they'll probably initially gravitate to Rhonda, but I think the sincerity and humility that Lena was trying to display in that particular part of the movie, they can relate to. But I think, you know, Mama Bear, you know, we very protective of our babies, so I think they initially may gravitate to Rhonda until they see the whole story.
Okay, more of a Rhonda. Oh, okay. Cause see, I was a team Lena. I mean, I love both of y'all, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I was more team Lena because
Aw.
at the end of the day, it's like, but what I do, you know, I ain't do nothing wrong though.
But see, that's the sincerity that people are going to feel, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like layers to it, and as this relationship builds on this wild circumstance, you know, and just kind of seeing their relationship progress, you know, I think it'll take them on a ride. But you know,
Well, we have a clip that embodies this roller coaster ride and then what ultimately it becomes. And so we're going to go ahead and play that clip for you all now.
Aren't you glad I'm hard-headed?
What?
You told me to get out and never come back.
Thank you.
Ready?
Yes.
So, woo, 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 woo.
Right.
Listen, absolutely not
Woo.
the bond that you guys had in Widow's Fire. Um, definitely a totally different one. Okay.
right?
I think I like this one better.
The very opposite end of that spectrum from Widow.
Okay. But when you think about it, at moments, it was giving similarities now that I think about it. Cause yeah, okay. So clearly you
She
all
don't
that are
want to listen to me.
watching
Listen to
Celeste
me.
don't listen. She hard headed. Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious.
See, I would play a good detective then. Detectives are hard headed. They go with their first gut and they don't listen to what their team member says.
There you go. There you go, Celeste. That just means that for all of you producers out there and writers, you know, make Celeste a sleuth. You know, make her a detective. Give her a little Inspector Gadget hat, her little magnifier.
Right?
This is
Yes,
what she
thank
wants for
you.
her life. Okay,
Oh,
let her have
man.
it. Let her have all of the things. Okay. So definitely a sisterhood that we got a chance to see in this film, and I adored it. And there were the twists. It was the mystery, right? And so at the very beginning of the film, it's emotional.
Mhm.
And we feel like we're going to be on just a emotional roller coaster. And then eventually we start getting all of these mysterious little tidbits thrown at us. And so now it's like, wait a minute. This is a suspense thriller? What? I didn't know. And so we get this. And I'm curious from you, was there like a moment during filming where you was like, oh, this where we going? Like, did you guys have one of those? Or was you just like, oh, okay, cool. I see where this is going through the whole film.
We say the table read. We were
I was gonna
like,
say it was the table read for me. The
it was
table
like,
read, we was like, whoa,
what?
wait,
Yeah.
wait. Yeah, it was a table read.
I love to hear it. Okay. Oh, the table reads. The table reads. Okay.
Mhm.
So, question. Did you as you going through, right? Reading through and you like, okay, I think I know what's going to happen here. Like by the end, what we know happened, us right here, what we
Mm-hmm.
know happened. Be honest with me. Did y'all know that was the direction it was gonna go in?
Not at the table read.
And
Again,
dealing with Tanja, you never know.
yeah, you
Mm,
never
You
know.
never
So in our
know.
head, it was funny because as we're turning the page, and all of us is like,
Uh-huh.
Yeah, by the
Literally,
time we
Brent,
got
like,
to the
oh, okay,
end, right? We
okay.
like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
see, I told you. By the time we get to the end, we all like, what?
we slap our hands down like,
Right?
what?
it was,
Yeah.
and it's funny to listen to people because, of course, I saw it first. Then I'm watching it again. It's to hear people's reactions and to hear what they're thinking through the film, and to remember that I was thinking the same thing when I was watching the film because I knew what happened. I was like, oh, okay, I see where this is going. But let me finish, watching it because it's still good entertainment. They acting their tails off. So,
Thank
and
you.
I said,
So much. Thank
I
you.
know your line. Not I was wrong. Not I didn't get it. So yeah. Yeah. Kudos to both of you ladies in your roles, but
Yeah.
especially everybody else because those supporting actors in this movie were phenomenal as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, they did a great job. We already talked about the young lady that played Storm, um, City, Morgan, playing the best friend, and Marcus. Like I'm always in awe of him on screen. So
Lauren and
uh,
Rob.
yeah,
Yeah.
just
Yep.
everybody, all of the people, they had a phenomenal cast for this movie. So, again, for all of you all who are coming on in here in the building, we're here with Celeste Sears and Heather Tibbets, the stars of the film Missing. It is streaming right now, you guys, on Tubi. Okay, so for everyone who's tapping in, who has not seen it, we were gracious enough not to give you all any spoilers. Okay, and that's a hard thing to do,
It
Listen,
is.
listen.
because y'all know I'm a book club girly. So by the time we doing this part, we spilling all of the tea, okay? Talking about all of the details. So, but we still want to make sure that we are encouraging everybody to go ahead and check the film out because it's good. All right. And then you can go and you can, send text messages to the cast members or the writers even and say your piece because I'm a tap in with a Tanja and be like, girl, why?
Yeah.
Excuse you, you know, I
Yeah.
will tap in. Okay. So we want to encourage all of that. All
Yeah.
right. We do have a comment from the chat, and this is author A. Lewis. And she says, congratulations, ladies. And that
Thank
she will
you.
be watching the film.
Thank
Yay.
you.
Thank you so
Yay. I hope
much.
you enjoy.
She's gonna love it. I know it. I know it. I'm gonna get on A line and be like, okay, now you gotta hit me up and tell me what you think after you check it out.
Yeah, please let us know what you think. Yes.
Please. Yes.
And now that you actually say that, when it comes to letting people know that they've watched it and what they thought and rating it and things like that, are there any suggestions or preferences that you ladies have when it comes to folks who have watched the films and how they can support you all?
Tell a friend.
Yep.
Look to your neighbor on your left and your right. Tell a friend.
Hey, neighbor, watch Tubi. Watch Missy. Huh?
Oh, that is funny.
But also to talk to, their daughters too. Share it. It's
Yeah.
important message at the end of the day.
Tell the kids to watch this one.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. That's
Tell
a
the
great
kids to
suggestion.
watch this one. Yeah.
Watching it with them, even.
Mhm.
If
Yeah.
you're a parent who has children of a certain age, or if you're going through certain moments in life, or just in general, definitely is a good watch.
Yeah.
And a moment that I had some years ago. I was an adult though. Okay, let me preference it with that. I was an adult, and I have moved back to Michigan, right? So I'm living with my mom, and I'm an independent girly mode, right? So I'm out in the world doing my thing, and I don't have my phone on me. And so I'm
Oh,
gone for a few hours. I ain't thinking nothing of it. The last time I talked to her, I was like, "Oh, I'm about to, run to my office and everything, and then, whatever." I go to the office, sure enough, but then I might have ended up someplace else having a good time without my phone. Baby, I got my phone. I had 72 missed calls, 58 text messages. My mama. And my mama is a pistol boy. She goes straight into anger mode. And I felt so bad because as soon as I got on the line, she couldn't even be mad at me. Like she was just like relief. Like you could hear
she
all
was
the relief
relieved.
in
Yeah.
her
That roller
voice. Like
coaster.
Ooh,
It's
she
that
didn't
roller
even
yes.
have it in her to be upset.
Ooh.
Like, and so I'm watching this film and I'm remembering those moments like, whew, duh. And that was only a few hours, right? So imagine what these moms and this film was going through. So
gonna turn into Claire Huxtable on you.
Right?
okay,
Woo!
okay,
See, I'm
with
telling
the
my age.
ratchet.
I
What?
think we both told our age on that, Heather.
Or all of us, because women of a certain age, we know some things. We had good
Yes.
television to kind
Yes, we
of
did.
Yes,
reference back to, right?
come on.
So listen, we are coming to the final moments of our interview, and so I want you ladies to take just a few moments. Each of you have your opportunity. I'll start off with Heather. We're gonna bring you up on solo screen, and I want you to tell these folks why they need to make sure that they stream Missing on Tubi tonight.
Hello, everyone. No, it's Missing is a phenomenal story. Even while you're watching, you think you know, but you don't know. And it's really, really, really relevant today. I don't care if you're young or old, if you're male, female, it really hits home, especially in today's climate with so many children, but also adults missing all over the world, particularly in the Black community. So it's a powerful message. Everyone can relate to it. It's about love. It's about friendship. It's about forgiveness. I think you're gonna love it. So, and it's my birthday tomorrow, so do me a favor and go watch it and then tell me about it. That would be like the best birthday gift.
I love it. I love it. Yes, it's her birthday tomorrow. So make sure y'all stream the movie. Celeste, it's your turn, girl. Tell these folks why they need to make sure that they go stream Missing on Tubi.
Because it's Heather's birthday tomorrow. Please go
Listen,
stream it.
okay.
No, outside of it being Heather's birthday tomorrow, and that would be a great gift for her to just log on and see all of the reviews that you all have shared after watching it. Watch it with your kids. There is probably maybe an age restriction. It should be maybe, but I watched it with my 10-year-old. My
Mm.
10-year-old. So, and he very intelligent, he understood the assignment.
Good.
But no, watch it because not only does it relate to current events in our current day, unfortunately, but it does touch on teamwork and how anything can happen when two individuals with the same vision come together to try to execute and get something done.
Yes.
So teamwork, sisterhood, family. Watch it with your family. Call your girlfriends over. Call the family over. Have a family night. It's nice outside, so have somebody, one of the uncles, barbecue, and then leave us some reviews about the barbecue and the movie, please.
Yes, I love this idea. Okay. Yes, we got to put up the screen in the backyard and
Yes.
have the
Mhm.
lemonades and all of the things.
There you go.
And listen, we have one of the writers of the film in the chat. She's over on IG. She wants to come in and say hey to you ladies. So that is hey from Tanja, the shoe lady.
Hi,
Hey,
I,
Tanya.
I know she's filming, so she said she was gonna try to pop in. So she did to say hi. So definitely always shout out to her as well as Regine Coney. And I believe I'm
Yes,
pronouncing her first name correctly because her and Tanja collaborated to write
Mhm.
this film. And so we appreciate all of that great writing that they did over there.
Yes.
And shout out to Janaea for directing such a great
Oh,
film.
absolutely.
yes,
Yep,
yes.
yep. So everyone's doing a phenomenal, awesome job at bringing us some great content to watch. So if you are looking for a great film to watch on streaming networks on this evening, because it's Heather's birthday coming up, okay? Then you guys want to go ahead and make sure y'all check it out. All right. Now, before we head on up out of here, I want you ladies to just tell us a little bit about some upcoming projects that you have going on, and I'll let Celeste start.
So I started in theater and I had a passion to go back. So May 17th, I'll be on stage at the Warren Civic Center and Andrew Yeager's play called Blended Family.
Okay.
Um, on top of that, I'll be doing some behind the scenes work in a couple of upcoming productions, as well as I've recently been casted for another blacksmith film that is soon coming.
Yeah.
Yes, congratulations.
Congratulations. I love to hear it. And Heather, our pre-med and psychology, and she do all of the things. You go ahead and tell us what projects you have coming up as well.
So right now, I just finished, going back through the grind of class because I feel for me, you got to sharpen your craft. So I just finished a class with the awesome Detroit Drama Studio, headed by Brian Taylor, the Chubbuck Technique. Y'all need to check it out.
Yes, the
Um,
greatest, the greatest.
Greatest. Um,
I
I
hear
have a
great.
few films that are in post production. So one of them is like it's called The List. It's coming out by Shantae Deline. And I've just been studying right now, studying, auditioning. So that's what I'm doing, trying to sharpen and hone my craft.
I love it. I love it. I've been waiting on the list too. Oh, I'm excited because it literally is a list of like everybody that's in this film. I cannot wait to see it. Shantae does amazing work, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. Now, before you go, Heather, and Celeste, y'all know what I always do over here too. We always got to have a conversation about what books, because I'm a book girly, right? And so, whether I am doing these interviews with you all or if I'm on the red carpet, I love to have conversations about books, the types of books you all like to read, your favorite authors, if you're reading anything right now. And so, those are three options that you have to talk to me about. So, Celeste, tell me if you're reading anything right now or if you got a favorite author, a book that you want to share with us.
I don't have a favorite author that I want to share right now. I am in the process of, I've been digging deep into my women's study Bible,
Mm-hmm.
because my goal has been to have a deeper connecting relationship with God, right? Yeah, that study Bible, baby. It's
Yeah.
no joke. The Bible, it's a book.
Yeah. It has like the
It
best
really is.
stories.
Yes,
Everything you need. It's self-help. It's,
it is.
mystery, it's drama,
It's
it's
right.
all the things.
It
Okay.
is. But on top of that, of course, like Heather, to hint off what Heather said, I have also been sharpening tools. I stay in my, of course, Power of the Actor book by Ivana Chubbuck that I got for a class. But I also tapped into An Actor Prepares by Konstantin Stanislavski. Yeah. When I tell you tools on top of tools, I was like, oh, okay, I can't wait to audition again. Let's go.
Oh, dear. Listen, I love it. Okay. And then Heather, how about you?
So, I am into the Ethiopian Bible, so similar minds. And the Apocrypha, I've been really studying. I'm also, I guess my family's labeled me, especially my best friend, a conspiracy theorist. So I've been reading, looking into Behind the Green Mask because it's so hard to find on these upcoming agendas. Yeah, it's deep. And the contagion myth. Just started. Aside from that, I just started also looking into like monologues, just reading old scripts or like sections of scripts. Because when I'm not on a project, I really do try to kind of, what can I do more? How can I bring more to the table? Just kind of studying and focusing on acting itself.
I love it. I love it. Good job, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love it. So
We would make great detectives, Heather. We would be.
y'all would
I'm
be
convinced.
like a nice little team.
Yes.
Yeah, my dad and my husband say the same thing. Like, yeah, you missed your calling, because
That would make a good team. Yes. Huh? I like that. Okay, now, Tandra, write it up, honey. Write it up. So listen, we'll head out, but before we do, I want to go ahead and make sure that everybody knows how they can keep in touch with you all, right? So Celeste, go ahead and tell everyone where they can find you on social media.
Social media, you can find me on Facebook as Celeste Sears or Celeste Missy Ann Sears. But if you look up Celeste Sears, there's my picture. And then on IG, it's Missy underscore Ann, MISSY underscore ANN 1783.
Boom, there she is. And then y'all y'all make sure you follow Heather as well. So girl, tell them where they can find you.
Heather N. Tibbets on all platforms.
Boom.
She was smart with hers.
I'm gonna keep it simple, okay?
Right?
And listen, I did the same thing. Okay, so if you are interested in following Tam Telling Tales, which you should be, okay,
You should.
then you just go ahead and look up Tam Telling Tales on all social media platforms. Make sure you share, like, and follow. Subscribe to me on all of them. Okay,
Yes.
double tap when you see me post something. Okay, put a little hand raise in the comment section. Let me know you was there. Let me know you seen me. Okay, it would be great to see that you saw me. I'd love it. Okay, and then afterwards, when we have interviews like these, share those back. Everybody don't always get to tap in on the live, but this content is still available. So make sure that you are sharing it and doing what we tell you to do, which is to watch Missing.
Yes, please.
Right now.
Please
Okay.
and thank you. You'll love it.
Yes, you will.
Absolutely
Great
love
cast. Great cast. Great
Yep.
cast.
Absolutely.
Great story. Great story.
We're gonna head on up out of here, ladies. But the very last thing I have to ask of you, and that is to help me with the outro. It is really easy. So I say, I'm Tam. I'm telling tales. And then both of you ladies at the same time will just come out and say, read a book. Y'all ready?
Let's
Yeah.
go.
All right. You guys, I'm Tam. I'm telling tales.
Read a book.
Read a book.
Good night, y'all. Bye.
Good night.